Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Red 60 Pittsburgh. And let's get this. Check.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Look at me. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Stand up. Hey, Charlie. Switch. Snap. Hey, Mike 51. That's the go.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Down. 50. Plant. No. Protein spell. 5.
Back to throw. King. And he's got his man on the out route. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down now, it's Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Henderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down.
Kill. Check. Lucky. 80 weapon. Check. See it. Ready, go.
On fourth down, Love. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He got 29 yards that time. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. On first down, Benjamin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Go. Ringer, guys. Fight. Yo, go. Defense wins championships, baby. Look at me. Zipper.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, The goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Off play action. Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. King operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, Love. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Love. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
We go. 70, Indy. 3 bud. Leo. 50. Tight go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Jam. Ready.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. King now from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard 1st half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. To throw on 2nd down. King. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Ready? 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Protect. Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Henderson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 51 to Mike. 50.
To throw is King. Following a fumble recovery, he'll throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Operating from the gun. King. His throw caught at about the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm going to run you over. Deuce. Alert 3. Ready. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Back to throw. King. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
51. Yes. Mike 51.
Now King throwing on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Hey, let's go. Watch the slats.
On first down, Benjamin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. King operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Zoo.
Here's King throwing on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go.
I got him. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
2nd and 3. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. And Lobo.
Record. Smoke. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
And go.
From the gun, Love into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
King now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Fair.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, P. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Under 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there. 8 yards moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Go.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm crowd. let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Like that.
To throw is King. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
I can't believe we let you play. I can't believe. 80 weapon. Ready?
On 1st down, Benjamin. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Set. 10 Lobo.
You got nothing to run. You got
61. Match box to go.
Looking to throw. King. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think that factored in. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Love. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg. Love. He'll buy some time right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run it with Balazs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 30 base. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now King on 1st down. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He's at the 30. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defense in front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
I don't know why I forced that pass. I should have just burned the clock out.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
What that was.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set. 10-2, sir.
Tackles.
King on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Get ready. Slam.
Down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. King. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And it is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Check.
Here's King. Off play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Good game. Huh? I was trying to. I forced it to Smith. I was just trying to get Smith another touchdown.
Defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Dolphins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.